Hello guys, I'm back. My name is Jeferson Costa and I teach students, graduates and engineers how to work with chemical process engineering and plant design. And today I am here with you to share a little bit about my daily life as a chemical process engineer. Today I spent half of my time in the company, in the home office, doing a technical evaluation of a supplier documentation. And what I would like to share with you here today is the roles of the chemical process engineer in plant design. We are discussing right now about the rate load for a system, and as much rate load we have in a system, bigger will be the cooling system, and of course that because of that it will be more expensive, and no, the project manager and the company don't want that. So we need to make sure that the required energy used needed to the process is really the required energy needed for the process, and based on the required energy needed, we need to have some kind of safety margin, because we cannot rely on the weather. Sometimes it's cold, sometimes it's hot, so there are ways to define what is the safety margin for the satellites or for the utilities. But what is the main point here? The main point here is that I received a required load without the detailing calculations for the load required. I will give you just some examples here, numbers examples. It is not necessarily the same numbers that I got from the supplier. I received 2000 kilowatts of energy required for cooling, and I performed the process simulation on my side from the end user side. So the company provided the heating material balance of the industrial facility, and they do not provide, and it's common that they will not provide the process simulation file for many reasons. One, because in fact, it's not a deliverable. And second, because they can do the process simulation in a software that's not necessarily my company has the license. So this is not a big issue. The important issue is that I have the complete process flow diagram, and also the whole heat and material balance. Based on that, and if I have the correct tools, I am able to perform the process simulation of the unit. And performing the process simulation of the unit, I verified that the required load for this process is much lower than the required, or the required from the licensor. And so we had a discussion to what is the real need for the heat loading of the process, because as I am responsible for developing and selecting the equipment for the cooling system, it will not be provided by the licensor. I need to make sure that I will choose a size that is able to handle the energy capacity, that has a safety margin, but that safety margin is not big enough to have an oversized equipment or system that will not be used in full capacity. So there was a discussion about that. And after some insistence showing that what was asked for didn't make sense, the point of view of heating material balance, I finally got another clarifications, and the supplier finally had shown to us the real needs for the process, and the real needs for the process match what I have done with my heating material balance, showing that you need to do your own verifications, and if you think or if you believe that based on your calculations the requirements or the information from the supplier is not correct, to ask for clarification, because it's important that you have the project as correct as possible. Of course, that they are the responsible for the performance of the plant, but who has the operations after the commissioning and startup is the end user. So is the main concern or is of the really importance for the end user that everything is shown correctly in the project. So this is my duty here in the company. Although we are not developing the main process, we are responsible for the satellite. I need to do the approval of documentation, and I do the verifications based on the process simulation built in the company. I do a cross-check with the process simulation developed by the licensor to make sure that everything is clear. And any kind of issue that I find or too much differences, 30% differences, 50% differences, I ask for clarification from the supplier to make sure if they are doing the job correctly, because eventually there can have some mistake, and it's normal. We are human. It's not because the supplier is from Asia, Europe, or America that they are always correct. We have the responsibility to verify them and clarify when we find any kind of issue. So guys, this is it. It was I would like to share with you today. And if you like this video, share with other chemical process engineers and also with groups of chemical process engineers, because this way you will help me to achieve 100,000 chemical process engineers around the world. This is it. I hope you like it, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.